Hi, Ali.
Morning.
Hi. Welcome to our Patient Insight video series. Thank you so much for coming along today to talk about the impact that coronavirus has had on you and your daughter. It would be really great if you could tell us a little bit about your daughter and the condition that she's got, HHH syndrome.
Yeah, so Poppy is 6 years old and she was diagnosed with HHH syndrome just after her second birthday. She had a seizure at home and we got rushed into hospital. And after days and days of lots of different tests, she finally got her diagnosis of her HHH syndrome. So she's managed relatively well, but we do have to weigh all of her food to make sure that she's having the right amount of protein. She can't have not enough and she can't have too much protein. So all of her food is weighed every day, and she's regularly on her medication 3 times a day. So it keeps her nice and stable, which has been very helpful during this period of time as well.
Absolutely. And are you following shielding measures? Have you taken any additional measures?
Yeah, so we are on the shielding list, and so Poppy has been shielding throughout the whole of the lockdown. We did speak to our consultant once we'd received the letter to say, do we need to do absolutely everything that's in the letter? Because some of the measures are quite extreme. And I think right in the beginning, it was very unknown as to what you should and shouldn't be doing. And we were very much advised that Poppy should go outside. She does need to get fresh air, but she does need to avoid being with other people, to avoid any kind of crowds and things. So we've been able to go for a walk pretty much throughout all of lockdown. We're really lucky. We live in quite close to lots of fields. So we were literally just going to walk in a field so that Poppy didn't come into contact with anybody else. But we've got an older daughter as well, so it was important for everybody that we were able to get out as and when we can. But we've avoided any sort of shops, supermarkets. My husband's been the one that's been going out to do the shopping because he's had to go into work a couple of days a week. But literally, me and Poppy and my older daughter Lucy, we have only been going for a walk. We haven't been anywhere else.
And are you managing her care at home as well? Is that just through the diet?
Yeah, through diet, through a medication. We had an appointment with Birmingham Children's Hospital just as we hit lockdown, and that was all conducted over the phone, which was kind of different, but it worked. And we are due a blood test for Poppy, but we've avoided going to have the blood test done because we don't really want to have to take her into the hospital at this moment in time, just for a sort of routine blood test, really. We've been managing to get hold of all of her medication still and all of her prescription items, but rather than us going to the chemist to pick up her prescription items, they've been being delivered here for us, which has been really good because we've been able to protect her even more.
Great. And you're homeschooling Poppy. What's the impact been on you for that? Because you're obviously juggling work and homeschooling, and it's quite a balance.
Yeah, so we, right from the off, it was kind of crazy. So we've gone from working full time to working full time from my kitchen table, as well as homeschooling the 2 girls. So we've had a real routine. So every morning we get up, we have breakfast. We've not been lazing around in the morning. So Poppy will get up, she'll eat a breakfast, and she'll do her reading like she would normally have done before school. And then we've done our Joe Wicks PE sessions every morning, which has just given me half an hour while they were doing that, to be able to get on with some of my work. And then the school have been really good. The girls have both had quite a lot of work set for them, and we've always had some extra bits up our sleeves as well, so that we can pull that out of the bag when we've needed it, to keep them busy and keep them occupied, and keep them ticking along with the things that they need to do, really.
And has it been challenging for you to find that balance between the two?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm a teacher myself. So in some ways it's been really good because I've been able to support the girls, know what they should be able to do, knowing how best to get it out of them, what they need to do. But trying to homeschool 2 children and keep 28 children in my class going and motivated. We do fortnightly phone calls to all of our parents. So that's sort of taking a whole day out of my week once a fortnight to ring around. So trying to tell 2 children to be quiet while you're on the phone all the time, and it's been quite difficult. But I think people have kind of got used to knowing that you're working from home. Everybody's working in a different circumstance and different situation. So the fact that I have got my children at home as well. It is helpful in some ways because parents can understand the difficulties that you're facing as well.
Yeah. Have you got any concerns about lockdown measures being lifted?
Yeah, I find it quite scary. Like both me and my husband have got quite different views on it. I just worry that we've gone from having nothing, everything's been locked down, everybody's been quite safe, to start lifting it and going out again does feel quite unnerving, and you don't know who you're going to come into contact with. We've not been in contact with anybody. You know, we know of people that have seen people and have kind of broke the rules, if you like, but we really haven't. And so it feels really unnerving to go back to sort of a normal situation and a normal circumstance. The thought of the girls going back to school, and I don't know, hopefully by September, when they're going to be going back to school, things will be a little bit more settled and things, but it still feels very, very strange and very odd.
Yeah, absolutely. We understand that. Have you got any tips for other parents who might be homeschooling and are going through the similar as you?
Routine really, really helps. So having that knowledge of, right, this is what we're going to do today, and don't try to achieve too much. We started off by going, right, we're going to work 9 till 3:30 like you would do at school, but it just doesn't work. So we have had days or sessions in like a morning or an afternoon where we've gone, right, go and choose for you something to do, so that we can get on with some work as well.
Oh, wonderful. Ali, thank you so much for your time today. It's great to be able to speak with you, and thank you for sharing your experiences with us.
No worries at all.
Thank you so much.